There was once a rabbit named Cabot. He lived with his family in a cabin on top of the highest mountain. They just had a harsh winter, lots of snow, cold and very bitter. Even the meadows were frozen as well as the river. They had plenty of food stored in their cabinet. Last fall, Daddy used a hatchet and picked lots of carrots and cabbage, so they managed just fine through the bad weather. Cabot loved his carrots and cabbage. He knew it would make him tall and strong and keep him healthy and young. As the winter was near its end, the trees and bushes were leafing again. It was spring. Finally, everything was thawing and turning green. For Easter, his parents bought him a gift wrapped in fabric in the bottom of a basket, so he reached in and pulled out some sort of gadget. His mommy said, "Cabot, this is your new tablet. She said you can learn anything about the world from your fingertips." "Oh, wow," said Cabot, and he got very excited. But then Mommy said, "Here's a tip. Do not spend too much time on it and be careful as it can turn into a bad habit. You are a child and do not need to look at a screen all day. You should be with your friends outside and play." But Cabot liked to play on the tablet all day anyway, when he should be outside with his sister Gabbit to play. But he was learning so much about everything he ever wanted to know. As the months passed, he started dreaming of blue skies and colors of the rainbow. But he never saw one because he never went out the door. The following year, when winter was at its end and Easter was near, the trees and bushes were leafing again. After hours and hours of heavy rain, the rainstorm just came to an end. Cabot's eyes were so tired from staring at the tablet all winter long. He thought, maybe Mommy was right all along. So he decided to drop the tablet at his bedside. He ran to the front door, opened it, and walked outside. In awe, his eyes were wide open. He was so happy he almost cried. Above the riverside, there was the most beautiful rainbow in the bright blue sky. Minutes later, all the kids came out of their houses to play, including Gabbit and all their friends. Cabot was so happy to play like a kid again. Cabot hopped and skipped with joy. His heart was light as a feather. He realized how much he had missed. The feeling of fresh spring weather. The grass was soft beneath his feet. The air was crisp and clean. He saw flowers of every color, a sight he'd never seen. Gabbit showed him a secret spot where wild berries grew. They picked and ate to their heart's content, their faces stained with blue. They chased butterflies in the meadow and splashed in the babbling brook. Cabot couldn't believe all the wonders he'd missed while stuck inside to look. As the sun began to set, casting golden hues across the land, Cabot felt a warmth inside that no tablet could command. He thought about all he had learned from that little glowing screen, but nothing could compare to the world he now had seen. That night, as he lay in bed, his fur still damp from play, he dreamed not of pixels and apps, but of adventures the next day. When morning came, he bounded out. Ready for more outdoor fun, he left his tablet on the shelf, gathering dust in the sun. Days turned into weeks of laughter, games, and exploration. Cabot's world had grown so big beyond his imagination. He climbed the tallest trees and dug the deepest holes. He made new friends with forest creatures and set the wildest goals. His parents watched with pride as their little Cabot grew strong and smart and full of life, with a perspective fresh and new. One rainy afternoon, when outdoor play was not an option, Cabot picked up his tablet again, but with a different notion. He used it now to learn about the world he'd come to love. To identify the plants and birds and stars that shone above, he found a balance in his life between nature and technology, using each to enhance the other in perfect harmony. As seasons changed and years went by, Cabot never forgot that spring. When he discovered the joy of life beyond his tablet's screen, he grew to be a wise old rabbit, with stories to tell the young of how he learned the greatest lessons, went outside having fun, and every time he saw a rainbow arching across the sky, he remembered that magical moment when he first opened his eyes to the beauty of the world around him, so vibrant and so real. No virtual reality could ever match how it made him feel. Cabot's tale spread far and wide, a lesson for all to hear, about the importance of balance and keeping what's precious near. For in this age of gadgets and screens, it's easy to forget the wonders that await us all just beyond our doorstep. So remember little Cabot and his journey of discovery. Take time to smell the flowers and let your spirit run free. For while technology has its place, in this modern world we're in, nothing can replace the magic of the great outdoors, my friend. So put down your tablet now and then step outside and take a look. You might just find adventures better than any storybook, and who knows, you might see a rainbow or make a brand new friend. The possibilities are endless when you let your imagination blend with the world that's all around you, full of wonder and surprise, just waiting to be discovered through your own two eyes. So let Cabot's story inspire you to find your own perfect mix of learning from your devices and nature as bag of tricks. For in the end, what matters most is not what's on your screen, but the memories you make and the life that you have seen. So go on now, don't hesitate, the world is yours to explore. Just like Cabot, you'll find treasures right outside your door. The end moral of the story: fresh thoughts come to those not under technology overload.